Category time. Player 2, it's your call. This one's called, Didn't They Used to Be Green? $2,000 for a correct answer. Just step up and take a swing at this one. According to Klingon lore, what ritual might the Klingons have performed when Star Trek The Next Generation went off the air? The tea ceremony, the changing of the guard, the Age of Ascension ceremony, or the death howl? No, that would be at Buckingham Palace. Now, if those guys were Klingons, it would explain those big fuzzy hats. Player 1, it's yours. All yours. When one of theirs falls, Klingons howl to alert the afterlife that a warrior is coming. And to warn us that an endless series of movies is coming. Player 1, your choice. What are we doing? May I introduce, want to see my unit? This one can net you $1,000. Flex those fingers, cause here it comes. If John Boy Walton were to measure his mole in terms of moles, which aspect of his facial blemish would he be measuring? The number of atoms in the mole, the color of the mole, the surface area of the mole, or the amount of hair in the mole? Player That's a good one. Player 1, what do you say? Hey, got a minute? Take a look at a right answer. A mole is a scientific measure that deals with the number of atoms and molecules in any given substance, which is only ever exceeded by the number of Waltons on Walton Mountain.
Night, John Boy. Night, Grandma.
Night, Pa.
Night, homie.
Night, Elvis.
Hello, Katie.
I wonder what player 2's gonna pick.
1, 2, praise the Almighty 3.
And this one is The Belch Heard Round the World. And you're playing for $3,000 cash money. Imagine this. Archie Bunker has decided he's the king of his castle and everyone else can go to hell. Archie decides to defend his turf like the colonists did in the Battle of Bunker Hill. What would be his first action? Build a fort on his neighbor's front porch, have Meathead attack on Christmas morning, make Gloria fell a tree to block the sidewalk, or send Edith on a midnight ride? Player 2. Gosh darn it, I was really rooting for you. Player 1, you can take it. For the curious, here's the right answer. The Battle of Bunker Hill actually took place right next door on Breed's Hill. Besides, what do the Jeffersons care? They'll be moving on up just as soon as the battle's over. Player 2, give me something.
You can't stop at 3, no, you gotta have 4, yeah!
Let's see what we got going. Barely Alive from New York. How does $2,000 sound? Hey, remember when the only thing you had going on Saturday night was Saturday Night Live?
Oh, boy, I remember that. Boy, I do. Here? I love that show. In fact, I got a question about it. You want to hear it? What do you think, boy?
Well, all right. Well, why not? I think we've got ourselves a guest host question. Welcome aboard, old man. Great. I'm glad you're here.
Oh, you mean now?
Yeah, just talking to the mic.
The mic? This thing?
Yeah, it's a mic.
Okay, hello. 1, 2, scoodly-doo.
Yeah.
1, 2, hello.
Yeah, we got that. Yeah, we
microphone.
got the levels.
Sibling,
You're on.
sibling.
Give us a question!
Okay. If I were to ask the oldest person ever to host Saturday Night Live out on a date, what would be my pickup line? Hey, Golden My Ear, you look cute. You're sweet, Candy Bergen. Nice blouse, Miss Spillman. Or Dr. Ruth, what makes you cry?
Player 1.
Ooh, I like Dr. Ruth. She's a cutie, all right. She's the wrong answer, but I used to watch her when she was a little girl in Germany land. I'd help her put on her lederhosen and her clogs, and I'd braid her hair. Oh, she was such a good girl to me, boy.
Ball's in your court, player 2. Here's what you should have picked.
Miskel Spillman. She was the oldest host of Saturday Night Live. You may be sitting at the keyboard wondering, who is this Miskel Spillman? Is she some kind of famous actress or a dancer or something? Well, no, she wasn't. She was a little 80-year-old hottie who won the Anyone Can Host contest. Hey, wait a minute. Anyone can host. Hey, Cookie, that was fun. Can I be the host from now on?
Yeah, you cannot be the host from now on, but you can leave and take this thing, this bag. What is that?
Don't even ask. I'm out of here.
Bye. You have the honors, player 2.
Let's blow this time and head for number 5.
This little number's known as I Dream of Parts of Genie. $1,000 at stake on this one. Put it in gear, 'cause here we go. In the filming of I Dream of Genie, Barbara Eden wasn't allowed to show certain parts of her body. If catering on the set had used similar rules, what would not have been served? Navel oranges, ladyfingers, pig's feet, or elbow macaroni? All yours, player. No, but what kind of self-respecting production assistant eats pig's feet? Player, take it. During the entire original run of I Dream of Genie, ABC censors would not permit Barbara Eden's navel to be shown. And 20 years later, ABC gives us Dennis Franz's rump roast. So that's two bad choices. Your pick, player 2. How about it? Uh-oh, Elmer Fudd Dime Store.
It's time for a Triple SMS fun.
Your gibberish category for today is even weirder than a stamp collection. This question's going to start out at 5,000 big ones. Okay, you're going to have about 30 seconds to solve this, but every second and a half, I'm taking away some money. Okay, get ready and tell me what this gibberish phrase rhymes with. Save all door hinges. First clue, I was just talking about them. I was just talking about them in reference to Barbara Eden, so it's not Dennis Franz's butt. Last clue, it was the answer to the last question. God, what are you, high? Are you playing this game to learn something, or do you just like to look at all the party graphics? Oh. Navel oranges. Okay, if you can't remember the answer to the last question, tell me, what purpose am I serving here? I even came up with a rhyme for oranges, for God's sake. Oh, God, I feel so useless. Player 2, take your pick.
7, lucky 7.
This one likes to go by pissed drunk, not angry. And it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Let's see if you can wrap your head around this. Imagine an Andy Cap comic strip where Andy can only afford to order one drink. If Andy wants to get as much alcohol into his system as he can, which drink should he order? A 1-ounce shot of Tanqueray gin, a 6-ounce glass of Yorkshire wine, a 12-ounce bottle of Woodpecker cider, or a 16-ounce mug of Bass ale? So, you think a shot of liquor will get you drunk faster? This is exactly why we have this question in the game, so pay attention. Make your move, player 2. Bet you wish you'd pick this. While the amount of alcohol is roughly equivalent for 1 ounce of liquor, 6 ounces of wine, and 12 ounces of cider or beer, a 16-ounce pint of beer would contain the most alcohol. Andy Capp, a Sunday morning wouldn't be the same without catching up on you and your wife's dysfunctional life. Your turn, player 2. What's it gonna be? And I believe this one's called, You Take the Highlander, I'll Take the Low Road. Get it right, I'm handing over $2K. Everyone knows you can only kill a Highlander by chopping off their head, but how many of you mortals know this? Which phrase best describes the Highlander, there can be only one rule? Ad nauseum, vox populi, e pluribus unum, or ex libris? The phrase on the back of most American currency, e pluribus unum, means one out of many. As in, I am apparently one out of many people who refuses to watch Highlander. Let's have a category, player 1.
Aloha, question number 9.
This category's known as Ink-a-Dink-a-Doo. You give me a right answer, I give you $3,000. Okay, archaeologists, imagine this. Say you found an ancient Incan document and want to include it in an art collection. What 1970s art fad would best complement your new find? Spirographs, macrame wall hangings, ships and bottles, or magic rocks? Player 2. Yes, the ancient Mayans used complex geometric figures for the record keeping until their dumb little brothers bumped their elbows and wrecked everything. Player 1, it's yours if you want it. Ancient Incans had no written language. They nodded in colored string to record events and thoughts.
Agnes, that relic from a noble ancient culture is kind of neat, and that fern looks great alongside it.
Player 1, tell me what's happening. You, my friend, better start getting comfortable, because this one could get steamy. You're joining in on a three-way. Alrighty, here's the deal. You're gonna see a three-way like this one. Buzz in when the correct three-way member is lit up and you score. But be wary, it'll cost you $1,000 every time you buzz in and you're wrong. And be careful, individual answers don't necessarily have anything to do with the three-way as a group. Alright, time to boogie. Let's just say this one's known as the youngest one in curls. Which means we're doing a three-way about the Bradys, Marcia, Jan, and Cindy. Well, good luck. And don't worry, I'll still respect you when this is over.
Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes!
Okay, must stop. Can't take it anymore. Looks like we've reached our climax. Now let's see how you scored. Well, player 2, it wasn't the sun and the moon, but I wouldn't kick you out of bed for that performance. Not that I'm very picky. So let's check out the overall scores. Well, seems to me player 1 is still whipping some tail in this game. Well, it seems we're moving on now. Let's see what's up next. 1 down, round 2 to go. Let's get on it. Time to give out some screws. Here you go, 1 each. One more thing, don't be afraid of those screws. You got them for a reason. If you want to force your partner there to answering the question, just buzz in, slap the S key. Got it? Now get in there and screw with abandon. You have the honors, player 2.
Don't look now. It's question 11.
Now serving, the opening night party must suck. $2,000 says you don't know this one. Get this, you've paid hundreds of dollars for tickets to the latest Andrew Lloyd Webber musical, waited months for the opening to arrive. That night you put on your best formal attire and head for the theater. But guess what? When you arrive at the theater, you see a sign out front proclaiming, "No theater tonight." What the hell happened? All the costumes were stolen, heavy rains flooded the theater, some Japanese actors took over the place, or an avalanche destroyed the sets. No theater, spelled with an H, is a stylized form of Japanese theater. And you know what they say, no theater is good theater. Player one, it's up to you. What's next?
I'm getting a reading of 12. Over.
Shake hands with. Don't eat the snow where the Baywatch people go. One right answer and $6,000 head your way. Uh-oh, it's a full moon and the Baywatch crew is starting to act kind of funny. If the lifeguards on Baywatch reacted to a full moon the way that the Southern Californian grunion fish does, what would we see on the next episode? Caroline plunging her butt into wet sand, Mitch floating belly up at night, Stephanie giving birth through her mouth, or CJ puffing up her chest? Take a shit. No, Mitch doesn't have enough time to do that and keep up his detective agency. Player one, what do you say? All yours, player one. The grunion spawns during full moons when it rides a wave onto the beach and deposits eggs tail first into wet sand. And on Baywatch, you get to watch this whole fascinating process happen in slow motion. Player one, ante up. Coming at you, I dated an alien. Play your cards right, you win $4,000. Okay, listen up. For the sake of argument, let's say the first, second, third base making a home run analogy for sex also equates with close encounters of the first, second, third, and fourth kind with aliens. If you get a home run with an alien, what happens? You take pictures of its ship from the bushes, you go to meet its parents, you feel its breath through its spacesuit, or you dream about the alien. Player one. A close encounter of the fourth kind is actually abduction, so your alien significant other is going to drag you onto the ship to meet its family.
I know you like him, but why can't you date a nice Martian boy? But Mom!
Player one, hit me with the category.
Ain't no love like number 14.
Say hello to the one-hit wonder of birth. And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Okay, imagine this. Your new baby picks up the phone to say his first words and to request the song Too Shy on the radio at the same time. What words did he utter? The Go-Go's, Kaja Goo Goo, Aha, or Bow Wow Wow? Nobody wants it? Come on, player one, you're ahead. Live a little.
Don't be a wimp!
Player one, hit it. Gotta answer it, player two. Player one, you can take it. Should have picked this. Too Shy was by 80s flash in the pan Kaja Goo Goo. You know, that's what I hate about baby radio. It's so formulaic. Player two, give me something.
Not 14, not 16, you're right in between.
Well, what do we have here? How does one get to be a sergeant major kangaroo? And it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Let's rock. Suppose Captain Kangaroo were replaced by another marsupial. Who would not be considered? Private Possum, Sergeant Sloth, Colonel Koala, or Warrant Officer Wombat? Player 2. Sloths are not marsupials because unlike the others, they don't give birth to premature young and carry them to term in a pouch. Plus, they don't have silly mustaches and goofy red jackets either. I wonder what player 2's gonna pick. Uh-oh, wet suck tit shine floor.
It's time for Flipperish Lesson.
Let's see if you can make sense of this gibberish category. If the question's rockin', don't bother knocking. $10,000 if you move fast on this gibberish question. Now, don't get nervous, but the more time you take, the less cash you get. Okay, take a gander at this and prepare to tell me what popular phrase it rhymes with. I rocked her bed, why can't ya? And remember, ignore the punctuation. First clue, it's an ad slogan. It's an ad slogan for an antacid. Last clue, what would your doctor say? He might tell you you're slow, hurry up.
Hey, Jim, what are you going to do about those digestive problems?
I rocked her bed. Why can't ya?
Suffering from acid indigestion? My doctor said Mylanta. My friends tell me to open a window. Category time. Player 2, it's your call.
On the big bayou in Louisiana, question 17.
Well, looks like this category is, hey, what's that bulge? How does $4,000 grab you? Put your tray in the upright position. It's time for takeoff. If someone asks you, is that a pistol in your pocket or are you just happy to see me? What would be your best response? Yes, I've got a big flower in my pants. Oh, you noticed my huge pork intestine. I'm very happy you like my large firearm. Or, why are you looking at my brain stem? All yours? A pistol is part of the reproductive organs of a flower. And if the pants are tight enough, you can tell if it's a perennial or not. Player 1, give me category. The selection is, I prefer whiskey, and lots of it. $2,000 for a correct answer. Okay, do me a favor and fill in the missing links in this phrase, will you? NyQuil, the nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, blank, 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 so you can rest medicine. Is it the headache, sore throat, congested, aching, stuffy head fever, coughing, sneezing, sniffling, or vomiting, stinking spasms? Player 1. NyQuil is the nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head fever, so you can rest medicine. Or as I like to call it, an after-work cocktail. Let's have a category, Player 1. The category, legitimate sex research, or just another penis joke? Think you could handle $6,001 bills? Experts agree that the work of researchers Masters and Johnson contributed greatly to our understanding of human sexuality. But what I want to know is this. Not counting last names, how many Johnsons did Masters and Johnson have between them? None, 1, 2, or 3? Player 2, it's yours. Well, you know the old saying, 2 Johnsons are better than 1, but not in this case. Player 1, it's yours if you want it. The correct answer is Dr. Virginia Johnson and Dr. William Masters had 1 Johnson between them. Literally, they were married for 15 years. Player 2, take your pick. This one's called There's No Plot, Part 3. Hello, we're talking $6,000, so pay attention. Hope you brought your suit. It's time to get wet. What's the most appropriate title for a movie about a tamarack, a tamarind, a tamarisk, and a tamarind? 3 trees and a monkey, 3 dogs and a walrus, 3 goats and a mountain, or 4 chickens? Tamaracks, tamarinds, and tamarisks are trees, and a tamarin is a monkey. Now that's family entertainment. Player 1, your choice. What are we doing? Gather round, friends. It's attack time, and I got a clue for you. There is no place like the Jack Attack. That's what I always say. It's your home away from home. So relax. There's nothing to worry about. Took it! Player 1's got it! Great work, Player 1. You are like some beautifully toned racehorse moving ever forward with one ultimate goal. Player 2, you are like the steaming pile that gets left behind. But don't feel bad, cause... You don't know! That's a wrap, folks. Give yourselves a little